Good afternoon, Soul Tribe. Tracy here with Sweet Spot e-magazine. Thank you so very much for the likes, the views, the shares, subscribes, comments, everything. I appreciate it all. Let's ring the bell. Let's clear out this energy and let's see what the message that Spirit has for us this afternoon. Okay, enough said. Whatever it is, the bell started ringing and then all of a sudden it stopped. There was a dead end. Bottom of the deck, service. This is someone who's usually of service to others, or at least that's how it appears. But really, on the inside, this person is kind of wild. This person really dances to the beat of their own drum, or there's something different about this person, or maybe this person is, they're just different. But something about them is different. Confirmation. Maybe they just look different, act different, but they're really of service to others. And this could be you. This is just you being you. And it could be you because I feel like you work hard on how you are to other people. Never taking things too seriously. Not unless, but, wanting people to have a good time, but understanding there's a time and a place for everything. Caring about how others feel. What's the message, Spirit? Ooh, goodness. I'll take that one. Somebody's experiencing a hardship. Something ended. And maybe because they took advantage of somebody like we just described. Because either somebody else is looking or they finally see something or people are looking. Oh, they're finally seeing, someone is finally seeing where someone is, where they're headed or the direction they were going. And now they're understanding that the direction that person chose to go has led them to have a hardship. Hey, behaving. How are you? What's the message? Something almost flipped out. Something almost flipped over. What's the message? What's the message? Thank you. This is somebody who comes across as very religious. Somebody that may be a Bible thumper, but this is not really somebody who's a Bible thumper. This is somebody who's a snake. They want to come across as real religious, is like they doing the right thing. They're on the up and up. But this is really somebody that was a snake. This is somebody that's related to you. This is somebody that you know well, but this is somebody that was stuck on themselves. Honey child, let me tell you. They felt like they could go to the bathroom and do number 2, 3, and 4 and leave the door wide open like it just didn't stink. But this person, they're going through some changes right now. And what they're going through is important. It's basically important for, I feel like the to save their own soul. That important. See, this person is starting to remember how they possibly treated you, how they acted towards you, things they said about you, how they looked at you, how they felt no need to respect you. This person is remembering. And see, this person is also remembering how much love you had, how much attention that you provided, how much care you provided, and how this person felt like it was never, ever, ever gonna end. Like you went above and beyond to do for this person because you love this person, and this person took it for granted. And the reason that you did is because you always felt that, you know what, this person would always come around. This person would always see how much you care for them, the goodness that you have in your heart for them. This person would finally get it. But see, what people started to notice about this person was this person really was just a wise guy. That this person was making their bed, not remembering that one day they were going to have to lie in it. And another thing they started noticing about this person is how creative this person was in getting their way and finding the right situation, the right circumstance to try and get at you, give a dig on you, or upset you in some way. Do something that just would set you up, set your balance off. It's like they wanted you to be off mentally and emotionally at all times. Hi, Sally. Thank you so much. But this person wasn't, they didn't know that you had a secret weapon. And that was your ability to care for yourself. They didn't know that. They thought that, you would just be so hurt by what they did. Yes, you were. In the beginning, you were extremely hurt, bewildered, confused. You internalized it all because it meant something. It meant that you had failed some way at somehow doing something until you started noticing repetition. That this was happening over and over and over again. Then you started noticing that this person was purposely trying to on you. Because things just started coming to your attention. You started noticing this person's dark side and things that this person would actually really say. How this person was actually trying to plant seeds, not in your favor. But see, this person thought that you would never leave, ever leave. And they thought that you loved them so much that they could beat you up at will, verbally, emotionally, mentally, as much as they want, for as long as they want. Didn't make a difference to them. And the whole time, it's like, you were the one that was innocent. Somebody was like trying to prove a point without having all the facts. They were trying to do something without knowing what they was doing. And the entire time, you did nothing. You didn't do anything for this, to deserve this. This is why this person is experiencing a hardship right now, because you did absolutely nothing. This person was so concerned about how they looked and what things looked like on the outside and what people thought about them and this, that, and the other. They were so concerned about that bullshit. Like I said, this is somebody who thought that they shit didn't stink. They thought they was just fine. And they are. They're probably nice looking. But this person thought that they was just like JJ Dynamite fine from Good Times. Even though he was not fine. You know, it took you a long time to really figure out, if you've ever really figured out what this driving force was behind this person's actions. You know, because like, I feel like this person really never communicated things to you. And like I said, it just became to the point where you knew that this person, it's like they were just doing it for sport. This person, they were doing things expecting you to come out or to act in a certain way. You know, they were acting in a certain way and they expected you to act worse than what they were doing. But like I said, you chose to do nothing. Your self-defense was nothing. You know, this addiction that this person has with how they were trying to make you feel or how they were trying to treat you or whatever. Like I said, it's a long backstory. But the only thing is, you're the only one that doesn't act confirmation. You're the only one that doesn't know what the hell is going on. What's the message? Hey, J Mike, how are you? Thank you so much. What's the message, Spirit? Someone didn't expect you to be a leader. They didn't. They didn't. You know? Like I said, somebody, it's their compass. Someone is understanding that now their compass was off. It was off. They thought they were heading north. Now they understand that they were heading south. Not only that, but they are haunted by how it looks. People are looking at them. People were wondering, why are you even doing this? Why are you acting like this? You know? And like I said, they was doing it just for sport. Hey, Sia. How are you? Someone was doing it for sport, and now that just because, you know, they was bored. They felt like, you know, I'm just going to continue to do this and do this and do this and do this. Okay. And now there's something about some expectations, I feel like some hidden expectations because it was upside down. Ooh. Somebody's getting ready to come visit. But this is like a spiritual visit. And someone's not going to be able to know. It's almost like, I feel like someone's ancestors getting ready to talk to them, you know, and let this person know, hey, there's some expectations. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's some expectations because someone's ancestors are saying, hey, I expected you to be a leader. I expected you to be a leader. But instead, someone was not. They was doing the absolute positive most. Someone's ancestors are letting them know that the reason that they have the things that they have and the reason that they are in the position that they are in and where they're at is not because of them but because of you. What's the message? See, sometimes people get so high and mighty and they think, I did this. Someone's ancestors like, no, you didn't. You're standing on the shoulders of giants. They did this. So now it's understanding that the way that they was acting, what they was trying to do, how they was trying to outsmart someone, and they was only thinking of themselves. They was causing mess and disturbance and all this bullshit for no fucking reason. Oh, thank you, Sia. Thank you so very much. I really do appreciate you so very much. No reason, you know. And now someone's understanding that they're going to have to lie in that. That's their energy. That they was trying to throw on you. They was trying to get you to have to accept. That's their energy. See, it's just something that you've already went through. I feel like you've already gone through your dark night of the soul. And now it's almost like someone was trying to get you, with this Ouija card. Someone was trying to cast this spell or these these illusions over you or something. But everyone could see that, you love yourself. You take care of yourself. You absolutely positively take care of yourself. And the way that you live is wholesome. They see that you are an earth angel. They see that you don't come with, you don't come trying to bring no smoke. But somebody was trying to bring smoke and say smoke about you. Even someone was trying to, like I said, someone was trying to say some stuff about you. But they couldn't because you don't even bring the smoke. You're the one who's like, hey, this is a no judgment zone. Everybody's welcome. Are you hungry? Would you like something to drink? Sure, I can help you. Let me see if I can make a call. I mean, that's you. Of service. Of service. And now somebody, they want to act like they all on the defensive. Now they feel like they want to stand there with their arms crossed because now people can see exactly what they were doing, what their objective was. And they asking them questions, but they don't like them questions. Yeah, I'm telling you, because everybody could see exactly what their objective was. They don't like that. The people was asking them questions like, hey, well, this don't make sense. Wait a minute. Let's explain it to me one more time, because if it was like this, why this? It's funny, this came in upside down. Confirmation, because someone thought that they had the perfect personality to get to smooth everybody. Like, oh, I can get over. Confirmation. But they didn't. They didn't. See? See, here you are, very peaceful. But someone tried to make you out like you was a player. And they said all this stuff about you, but they don't know that all they did was just prophesy for themselves. All they did was build up their karma. All they did, that they only dug one hole, and you levitated. And they're the only ones that fell in it. Their ancestors said, this is justice. This is your dead end. Everybody see now all that, trying to extend like somebody is the gentleman of the year or the lady of the year. People see that's all just a game. That is all just a game, because it took time. It was just a matter of time, and then people started learning about the real somebody else. It was just a matter of time. So this entire time you're sitting here thinking, what can I do? What can I do to protect myself? But Spirit already had you sit down and do nothing. And when people was looking at you, making judgments and this and that and the other, wondering where your compass was, but now everyone sees you, how you have always been that sovereign nation, non-judgmental. You ain't starting no shit, but you ain't backing down from no shit either. How you had to work hard to feel good about yourself and to feel good about your shine and not feel embarrassed about your shine. A lot of that time, people was looking at you, making a misconception, misperception, thinking that you were some type of wise guy. But that wasn't it. This was you. Let's see what another deck has to say. Yep, somebody, they going through a hardship. Somebody made their bed. And the whole time they was making their bed, you was like, there's a corner over there. Straighten up the top of the top sheet over there. Mm-hmm. Do this hospital corner over here. Get them wrinkles out. There you go. That's how you make your bed. That's how you make a bed. Queen of Swords. Somebody's talking the truth. I heard, I'll stop talking. Stop me whenever I stop me from talking when I stop telling the truth. That's because all the lies is coming out, baby. Someone has spoke about, and they ships coming. All these lies. Somebody had spoke the truth and it was talking about all this bullshit that was going on that nobody else could see except that Queen of Swords. And that shit had been happening for a long time. A long time with people from the past, baby. Listen. Everybody had ignored this person and said, yeah, you crazy. Whatever. But guess what? Don't think you're crazy now. Mm-mm. Now you ain't looking that crazy. Spirit and brought out certain things. Somebody is laying in their bed. Spirit helped them tuck themselves in nice and tightly. Because that judgment call had to have been made. Hold on, y'all. Okay. That's the message. Okay. Someone is in deep regret. They are in deep regret because, look, everything is out in the open, and it's like, this is, some type of brand new start. This is someone getting some type of tangible gift. This is, some really good, someone, the blockages have been cleared. The obstacles have been removed. Someone was able to successfully remove those obstacles. Someone else is in deep regret. Deep regret. They're depressed. They're depressed. They didn't think the shit was going to happen like this. They didn't know that what comes around goes right back around. And they knew it, but they thought it happened to other people and not them because they were suave. They was debonair, baby. Now they see that they should have came to you with an apology. They should have chose you. They should have chose you, came to you with an apology, but this person didn't. This person didn't. Thank you, Spirit. And now here's the repercussions of someone's own actions. You see how that works? Someone was trying to give you the blues, but instead they got the blues instead. Dun, 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 dun. I feel all bad. Dun, 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 dun. I messed myself up. Dun, 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 dun. Cause I didn't listen. Dun, 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 dun. Did nothing but fuck. Dun, 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 dun. Ow! Whatever. See, this could have to do with somebody in the family. Somebody in the family could have been dealing with a witch. A witch who thought that, these little ships was going to come in. Things is that this person had did that they didn't think that was going to come to the light. We could sit here and think that we do this one day when we think we'll do this one thing one day when we are 20 years old. And we think there is no way anybody's ever going to find out. No way. And life happens and years and years and years and years and years go by. And here you are at the end of the road. You make it to 96 years old. And remember, you did this thing when you was 20. So you damn near almost kind of forgot about it. You was hoping you would. But at 96 years old, something happens. And guess what they're talking about? What you did when you was 20. Could have been this Queen of Wands. Did something a long time ago. That's coming back around. See, somebody thought that their ship was going to come in to them. No, their ships ain't coming in. Mm-mm. Yeah, nope. Because of this confusion that they caused a long ass time ago. They never cleared it up about, I feel like some relationship from the past. Something from the past. They never cleared it up. But guess what? They know the balance has to be restored. The universe is always going to balance itself. And they're kind of fucked up about it. And they really don't want to talk about who they worked with, who they was doing things with, who they was involved with. They don't want to talk about that. They want to keep that to themselves. They really don't. Because they never thought that this was going to come to light. They thought that this was going to be this. They thought that this was put away. It was done. It was over. Nobody was ever going to find out. Like I said, this person even tried walking away and thought everybody else walked away. Even when you walked away, they thought it's over. But justice had to have been had. The scales have to be balanced. It's almost like they are with some type of I feel like this is some type of wizard, warlock, that's got some type of power over this witch. And the power that this person has over this witch has them in a certain type of suspense, because now this witch don't know what the fuck is going to happen. They don't know, if the tables is really getting ready to turn against them or what. But they think they do know that what they thought they was going to be able to pull off, they wasn't going to be able to pull off. Now they know. Like I said, balance has to be restored, regardless what you say, what you think, how you feel, how you act, what you do afterwards. I mean, someone feels like they're not going to be able to recover. This person feels like they are not going to be able to recover, and they feel like this is what's coming in because of this confusion that they caused. Yeah. Look, and my cards don't come in upside down, but 6 of Pentacles, because they took something. They took something that wasn't theirs. They caused all this confusion. They took something that was not theirs. They're wondering if they will ever be able to recover. And we wonder too. But we really don't care. But somebody is coming to communicate with you and set the record straight. Someone wants to now they want to let bygones be bygones. Now they understand, the stance that you took and the things that you were talking about and why you possibly separated yourself and why you acted and reacted. Someone wants to put something to rest. What else? Yeah. Someone's ready to work on something. They're ready to work on something. I feel like this person is basically ready to work on since fighting the urge to hold back. I feel like this person hold back a lot because they feel like they always have to defend themselves or whatever. But that's something that they learned from this group, and someone is seeing that now. That this is something that it's like all of a sudden they're realizing they have to unlearn something. because it took years, to learn this behavior. Now this person has to unlearn this. Someone is now understanding that they need to use their intuition more. They already know the answers to the questions that they're asking. They just need to tune in. They just need to tune in. Mm-hmm. Tune in and pay attention to the signs. Because Spirit's going to be sitting here providing information. They're providing signs, leading the way, but someone's just going to be like looking at the shit that really doesn't make a difference. As opposed to tuning in, understanding what's being given to you by the Most High. See, things that someone was talking about and doing and everything, that's coming back to haunt them quickly. What's the message? Thank you. Yeah. Someone is planning something. This Queen of Pentacles. This could be you. This could be earth sign. This could be a mother. Or somebody's planning something. But somebody doesn't know if they really should do that. They don't know if they really should. Like they're kind of lacking courage. Like maybe I kind of want to, but I don't know if I should. Like somebody wants to ask you something. Yeah, because they're not sure how it will work out, but they want to bring something. They want to come and they want to be like, hey, I just wanted to know. Now, I mean, I know that you just got the car yesterday, and it's a 2025 Bentley. I know you just got it, and you ain't even got the real plates on it yet, but I just want to know, will you let me hold the keys just for 2 days, today and tomorrow? And then I'm going to be bringing it back to you the very next day. Not that day, then the day after. I'm going to be bringing it back to you before the plates come in. That's for sure. For sure. Somebody like, maybe I shouldn't ask that. Maybe that's being too bold. Maybe they be thinking I'm too strong. Asking that. Because someone knows that they put themselves in this whole position. They put themselves in this position. That's why they, had this been any other situation, had they been on the up and up, they could have called you and be like, hey, let me hold the keys. Just be like, catch these motherfuckers. Catch this keeper. But since they acted the way they acted, But you're going to expect some really good news. It's like this is something that you waited for. This is something that you waited for. This is victory for you. I mean, this is like a dream come true. And it could be from that same person that was holding back. Who knows? It's the message, Spirit. Thank you. Because some lies came out. And the group that was doing it, these people, they came out and how they was like fucking shit up. Distorting someone's view, helping to distort someone's view. Mm-hmm. That's when someone realized it was time for them to grow the fuck up. Because if you listening to other people and allow other people to distort your view about how somebody else is, you are always going to face tower after tower after tower after tower after tower. Grow the fuck up. Mm-hmm. Spirit says, stop acting like you don't see shit, because then you fucking yourself up. You make life hard on yourself. Because you sitting here acting like, I'm not going to do nothing. It'll work itself out. I'm just going to lay my swords down. And blah. Now your ass out in the motherfucking cold. I'm telling you, somebody see, this could be this father see exactly how this son is. Mm-hmm. And really, and then say, hey, you know what? I'm going to let you know. Either you put the end to whatever, or you got to put an end to this something. And then somebody has to really even think about what association they want to even really be part of or involved with. But it almost looks like somebody makes the right choice, or at least they want to act like they make the right choice. But you can only fake the funk for so long. What's the message? Mm-hmm. Something about this. I feel like it was his father and working with somebody. Somebody want to work with somebody because they want to bring the happiness to this whole situation. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Because this person is upset that somebody is like not willing to, not wanting to be with somebody, and then on top of that, leaving somebody out in the cold. Like, yeah, leaving somebody out in the cold, knowing that they purposely leaving somebody out in the cold. Even though, and this could be, look, this could be the sun, the strength. This could be like, yeah, somebody leaving somebody out in the cold, not realizing how strong this empress is. Mm-hmm. I feel like because somebody didn't really know some things that was going on with this Queen of Swords. And I feel like at one point it could have been this King of Cups that was sitting here causing a havoc, the chaos. But now somebody is like, like, oh my gosh, like, what am I gonna do? What's the message? Thank you. Yeah, I feel like information's coming out about what somebody had said, that it is just like the end of the road, and I feel like that this stuff is coming out. Something is going to be vocalized about someone's actions, their words, the way that they chose to, whatever they chose to do. Mm-hmm. That's what's going to be vocalized, and someone is not looking forward to that because it's going to be the truth, and that's what puts this person out in the cold. This person was trying to, like somebody was trying to spread these lies and these secrets, about this Queen of Swords, hoping that would just do them in. Like nobody would be like, well, don't even fuck around with the Queen of Swords. But see, that shit didn't work. That shit did not work because somebody had went within. They did their own research because something wasn't adding up. So somebody did their own research. And they saw who was doing what and what was happening and what was coming around, what was going around. Anything else in this deck? Something about this King of Cups that wanted to fly out. What this King of Cups was doing? And see, this King of Cups may be into that dark shit too. Can't make this up. Can't make this up. What this King of Cups was trying to do. Can't make that up. And see, it was 3 of them. And they thought they was going to get their way. They thought they was going to get their way. But they didn't. They didn't. See, they jumped and all they did was end up out in the cold. That's it. Somebody jumped too fast. I thought I saw some cards flip. Okay. Look, somebody thinking that they was going to be able to cast a type of little spell or something like that, but they didn't know the spirit was right here the whole time, like looking at them from behind. They didn't know. They didn't know. But they know now. Now they know. And now somebody want to come and apologize because the scales have to be balanced. Karma has to pay that visit. She got to come for the whole entire summer, spring, wintertime, fall. The next 4, 5, 10, I don't know, 22 years. I don't know how long. Till she get tired. We'll put one more. This one. Patience. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. Something about the space that you're in now. It's sacred. Be thankful for it. Someone's going to try and do something. They're looking for a way. They think that they can outsmart you, but they don't know how strong you are, and they don't know, like they say, been there, done that. This is more like a rebirth for you. You're totally different than what that person remembers you to be. Not only did you have a rebirth, but you also transformed. You're totally different. You look maybe the same on the outside, maybe. But on the inside, you're totally different. Hey, Sally, thank you so very much. What's the message? Yep. And things are getting ready to be revealed. I'm telling you, they have something they want to talk to you about, or someone is getting ready to say something about you that's actually for your protection. And they're not afraid to do it. They are not afraid to do it. This person, they're going to say it courageously. They're not worried about no fear. Someone's getting ready to say something. They're coming ready to come to your defense big time. And they're going to say what they mean. And they are going to mean it when they say it. What's the message? Yep. It's somebody that's you're not even really thinking about, or somebody that always seemed like a mystery to you. But you and this person have good memories. You worked with this person. You have good feelings with this person. You may have even covered up your feelings at one point for this person. Or that person covered up their feelings at one point for you. But whatever it is, somebody's getting ready to say something on your behalf, and they're going to be protective of you. That's how you're going to get the victory. Somebody's going to tell somebody else, I wish a motherfucker would. What's the message? Anything else? Oh. Someone is going to try and play mind games with you to make it seem like they're the ones who got all the power, or to make it seem like they're the ones who finally had the epiphany, and no one else had to really say anything to them to get them their ass straight. They finally decided to pop their head out their own ass and see the fucking light. So they're gonna act like they doing this to try and make it seem like you don't have a certain type of power over them, or someone else doesn't have a certain type of power over them. But really, like I said, what somebody's getting ready to go through, this bed that somebody's going to have to lay in because they created, it's getting ready to transform them for the best. Talk about working something out for the goodness of God. Yes. And we just have to believe that whatever God allowed this person to go through, allow this person to carry themselves through all the bumps, the bruises, the downs, the more downs, and the more downs until they hit fucking rock bottom. It was all for the good. It was all for the good. I believe that you get the victory, because the universe always has to balance itself. Always has to balance itself. If you did nothing wrong, there's nothing for you to even have to worry about. If you did the best that you could with what you had, that's what you need to be thankful for. That's what you need to remember. Fuck what anybody else has to say. We'll do one more deck, just a couple. The T Oracle cards. Bottom of the deck. Somebody may be moving. Somebody's moving on something. Mm-hmm. Somebody might be stalking you too, trying to pick a fight. This is one of these people that is a karmic friend. Somebody that you can't really trust, but they stalk you online, their social media pages and shit like that. That kind of stupid shit. A drama starter. Mm-hmm. Somebody that you can't really, you really can't trust them. But you're not even really worried about it, because you know how they are. So like I said, you already see how they are. You've been reflecting about this, and you decided that you're just going to dust this shit off and keep it moving. Because you already know that this person is cloud hungry anyway, and they are morally bankrupt and probably financially bankrupt. So, anything else? Anything else? One more. One more. Thank you. You ain't even worrying about it. Just remember, whatever you did to not worry about it, all you did was just dodge a motherfucking bullet. So let that person lay in that bed that they created and keep it moving. All right, y'all. That's it for this morning. I'm off work today, tomorrow, and Thursday. Tomorrow's my birthday. Happy birthday. Thank you so very much for hanging out with me this morning. I do plan on coming back this afternoon, and I would love to see you again. See ya. Thank you so very much. I really appreciate you. I really do. So, okay, y'all. Thank you so much. Bye now.